Well, it's finally here. So winter is over and it's now officially spring. And now that spring is officially upon us, that gets me really excited for all the adventures ahead. It does feel like spring this morning. The sun's actually glaring straight into my eyes. But today I'm in one of my favourite areas of Scotland, back to Torridon. I'm going to be doing two of the lesser known Munros in this area. You can probably see the two tops of them directly behind me, still some distance away. Just because these two Munros are lesser known than the big three around it doesn't take away from how stunning the views are going to be up there. So anyway, I better make some progress up the first Munro. So as the initial climb is rather steep, it isn't long before you're rewarded with these incredible views to the glen below. Well, that was a fair pull up to get to this point. Pretty steep. I've been quickly rewarded with these fantastic views into Torridon, with Beinn to my left hand side and the mighty Liath the right hand side. Absolutely fantastic. I'll show you the way ahead though, as it's still quite a distance to the top of this first Munro. So the way ahead takes the form of this ridge all the way to the top over there. You can also see over to the second Munro from here. I am having so much fun today. I love this area. You can probably see why it's one of my favourite areas. So the views from here, it's just a sea of cloud passing over with the mountains of Torridon in the background. It's not too far now to get to the top. You can just see it behind me, but I'm in absolutely no rush to get there today. Well, there it is, not far now. Oh, that is absolutely tremendous. Well, there we go, Munro 177. I'm gonna take a quick seat here. Oh, the views up here are out of this world. So this is Beinn Mhor. It's 926 metres high. Means the big grey hill. I think we know why. That felt like a big hill coming up here. It's some pull up with some descent and reascent in between the ridge there. So I'm going to stop talking. I'll just show you some of the views up here.
I'll be still. I'll be still. Still as a stone. Still as a stone. In the ground I'll stay, with you all in your graves, who did not float away. I'll be still. Been slowly going, I hear my lungs and they're charming. Suffer and stay or die as I go. My legs have gone, so I'll cry and I'll roll on. My legs have gone, so I'll cry and I'll roll.
Okay, so I have a feeling that the cloud is coming my way, so I'll try and quickly show you the views up here. So as you can see, there's the ridge that I came along. There's over to the second Munro, there's the top there. Back deep into Torridon, I think that's Beinn over there. Munros of Torridon, just down there. Over here we've got Loch Torridon here, and here's the big three, Beinn again, Liath, and back to Beinn. As I said, incredible views, but I have a feeling they're going to be blocked in just a minute. So I was just about to leave there, and then I noticed something in the cloud. Have a look. A nice Brocken Spectre down there. Does it get any better than this? So I think I've spent long enough up here now messing about, and it's time to make my way to the second Munro. There's a fair descent down here, down to the Beinn, and then make my way across, up and onto the ridge, where I'll make my way back down later in the day. So the Munro behind me was actually quite difficult to navigate down. There's some awkward terraces and some steep terrain, but there is some handy cairns to keep you on the right direction. So I'm probably at the lowest point now between the two Munros, so it's all uphill from here. Fantastic views though, down to Corrie Lair, which is this fantastic corrie here. There's a nice path goes all the way up it. Even if you're not interested in doing Munros and stuff, then that would be well worth a visit just for the views of these mountains. So anyway, I better crack on to this second Munro. Okay, I made a slight mistake thinking I was at the lowest point back there, but I'm definitely at the lowest point now at this little loch. So it's all uphill from here. I'm back on the path that goes straight down the corrie. You can maybe just see it on my right hand side. It's actually half tempting just to bail straight out. My legs are feeling tired, but I know it'll be worth it once I get to the top of this Munro. So I'm going to get a quick bite to eat here, get my energy up, then head straight uphill. This was a great spot to sit and enjoy some lunch. I couldn't believe how clear the water was. I think this was at a height of between 600 and 700 metres, but as you can see, I don't like sitting for too long. I get restless legs, so it wasn't long before I was up and on the move again. The final little pull up towards the top of this Munro looked quite steep, so I decided it'd be sensible to put the poles into my backpack just in case I needed to put a hand to rock. Ooh, there it is! Munro 178. Oh, I need to take a break. But the last part of that climb was quite steep. That's why I put away the poles. It's a little bit scrambly actually. I had to put hand to rock. This is Sgorr Ruadh and it's 962 metres, quite a bit higher than the one across from it, and it means the red peak. As you can see, it actually looks quite murky behind me now, some dark clouds looming. But you can see Mhor Thal, which is not a Munro, so I won't be going there today. It does look like a magnificent mountain though. I'll return and do it one day. I think it might be a Corbett. But yeah, fantastic. The views today have been incredible. I'll show you the views from up here in just a second, but with spring-like conditions like I mentioned this morning, it's getting me excited for the year ahead. I've got about 8 weeks to go until I'm attempting all the Munros on Skye with a guide, so I'm really looking forward to that. I can't wait. I can actually see the Coolin Ridge behind me just now. So I'll show you some of the views from this Munro. So the best view from here is probably over to Mulchangerig, one that I done early in my Munro journey. Behind it is a stunning little Corbett as well. I can't remember the name of it, but directly behind that you might just be able to see the Coolin Ridge on Skye. Far out to the left hand side again is Beinn, which is another great mountain in Torridon. I absolutely love mountains like this, but it makes it difficult as there's so many different views to capture on camera. It's hard to just pick one. But that behind is an amazing view of the big three of Torridon. And you can also see down to Torridon village and Loch Torridon. Okay, so I think I've spent long enough up here now. I think I'll start heading back down where I'll give you my review of today. So before I go, I'll give you my review of today. As you can see, I'm just below Mhor Thal. It's got an impressive column there. And you can see back to the Munro that I was on early this morning. I made it up and over the ridge here and across. I think the top's just right in the distance there. It's amazing. You don't get the scale of the mountain from being on top of it. But now that I'm skirting round, it is a humongous mountain. Anyway, I better give you my review of today. I think I'll give this a strong 9.5 out of 10. Up there with my favourite day so far. How can it not be in Torridon? This is one of my favourite areas, here or Glencoe. That might change when I get to Skye, as I say, in about 8 weeks' time. But yeah, Scotland is amazing. The variety, if you think that my previous 2 Munros in Glen Shee, the difference in the landscape, that's what makes it pretty special. So anyway, I'm going back to Achnachailloch station now, which is the start and end point of today's walk. Not too long, maybe about an hour from here. So that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed doing these 2 Munros. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.